Greetings and welcome to SmartWatchTix.com. This particular video may not be for you, but it may definitely be for someone you love who may be grappling with some hearing problems. And take it from a boomer who knows this stuff is important. Give me a few minutes, I'll give you an education, and if you want to share this video with somebody who has a little bit of challenge in hearing, that would be wonderful. We're going to dive into a device called the Check-Me Poco M401. Yeah, really beautiful creative title, but it's way more than an instrument of joy for those who have mild to moderate hearing loss. It's a whole different category of hearing support that hasn't been available until now. This is the quintessential king, queen, the big $2,000 stick it in your ear, hear everything, does it all set of hearing aids. You got to have a doctor give you an ear test. You got to have a prescription. It comes from Costco. This is doing the same thing as, I can't say that, can I? Yes, I can now. You see, you couldn't say that you could be selling something that is a hearing aid unless it was a hearing aid that was doctor approved, just like prescription sunglasses. But this device is an OTC, over-the-counter hearing aid. You heard of her over-the-counter medicine, right? Like Tylenol and Advil and other things like that. Those are over-the-counter medicines. This is a prescription type device. This is something you can just buy on your own. And it's actually being called the hearing aid. A lot of legal mumbo jumbo went behind that, some congressional action and everything, but it is now available for the general public to buy hearing aids over the counter, and Check-Me has produced this one. Now, what's really cool is you can get these puppies a couple of different ways. They are available directly through the Check-Me website, and currently they have a $50 off code, POCO50, and you just simply put that code when you're checking out. You can reduce this considerably. On top of that, they give Mr. Tix a special $25 code on anything that you buy through Check-Me. So when you put this in the cart, you put in the POCO50 and you put in Tix, you drop it first to $199, then another $25. So out the door cost is about $175 for these. You also can pick it up directly from Amazon, and they got something special going on over at Amazon right now. Just head on over using the link in the show notes. That'll get you an immediate set of discount options there. You can click into that and go through and purchase it, whichever site you'd like. And these prices are in effect right now while we're filming this. They could definitely be changing throughout the year, so follow the links and see which option's your best one. This is a nice bridge thing. One, it is a true hearing aid, and two, you'll see it in a moment, it actually looks like regular buds that you'd stick in your ear, and people look at you and go, wow, there's a techie senior. He knows how to use his buds. Oh, before I unbox it, I want to share this with you too. There's so much about this product I like for its simplicity and its straightforwardness. On the back, it comes right out and tells you, warning, okay? If you're younger than 18, do not use this. You should go to a doctor, preferably an ear, nose, and throat doctor. That's an ENT. They have the ability to check you very carefully in this specific area. Your condition needs specialized care. Right up at the top, this is not for youngsters. No. But for adults, it is. And it's for those adults with the sign of mild to moderate hearing loss. Well, how do you know you have this? Because your kids tell you you do, right? Stick with me and stay open-minded. If you have trouble hearing speech in noisy places, that's an indicator. If you find it hard to follow speech in groups, if you have trouble hearing on the phone, listening makes you tired, you need to turn up the volume on the TV or radio and other people complain that it's too loud. You ever notice I'm always shouting at you? I don't wear these when I do my reviews. Oh my gosh. There is such vanity that goes, honestly, with hearing aids. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And we're going to kind of cut through some of that and say it's okay. And testing out if things can improve your hearing is a great, great way to move into a different chapter of your life. I know, you're ready for the unboxing, and I ramble, but I do want to share all of that with you. Gosh, there's so much in here. It's all falling out. Lots and lots of papers. We'll go through this in just a second. Let's take a look at it. It's a little box and then accessories. And inside the little box, this is all just foam. Look at this. Look at the size difference. This is the case if I want to take it with me. And it doesn't have a charger in here. It actually is just the case. You have to plug it in and charge it. Charge the batteries that are in the devices themselves, but not the case. This is a charging case. You plug it in, charge the case. The case can supply power to the hearing aids. You lift the lid, the light shows that it's powered. It's all charged up, and the two of them are sitting right here. Now, I put it back exactly the way I got it because there's a few important things I want to show you about it. But that's basically it. This is so simple, you guys, to use. So simple. There is no on-off button. There is only a tap button on each of them, and there's only two ways you can tap it. When you have it out, it says touch button, microphone. There's a dome. We'll talk about that. The charging case and the contacts to charge it in the case. Over here, you see you have 4 different styles or listening programs, they call them, and you have 6 different volume levels. And depending on, all you got to do is learn how to touch the button. If you touch it quickly, it will increase the volume 6 levels and then start over at number 1 again. It just rotates. You don't have to worry about 2 quick taps to go up, 1 quick tap and squeeze your nose to go down. No crazy stuff. It just touch the button. Just touch the button. But if you touch the button and hold it for 2 to 3 seconds, you'll hear 1 beep, or 2 beeps, or 3, or 4, and then back to 1. And you cycle through the different programs. And they're pretty cool. They change the ambient background filtering. For those of you technical, there's an outdoor mode, and you can hear the bird sings and everything. There's a normal mode. There's I think a traffic kind of mode that'll suppress a lot of the outside sound so you can hear people in the car. Really, really good. Bunch of stuff there, but let's play with these. You open them up, you pop it out, and the first thing you see is there's a little pull tab on here. And when you lift this plastic and pull the tab off, it reveals the charging button right there. And then when you pop it back in again, it will be able to charge and light up that light. And now it's blinking because it's charging. It's on both of them, so you have to take that off of this one as well. And I'm going to do that, set it back in here, let these charge. Now, they're all lit up, and it's charging from the battery in the case, and the case was charged earlier today with the wire. So you can just carry this in your pocket. You don't have to wear these all the time. These are really awkward to throw in your pocket and not mess them all up. Something like this, very, very nice. And again, you pop them in your ear, and they look really simple and easy, just like regular earbuds would if you're playing music. Okay, this does not tether to your phone. This does not Bluetooth connect to anything. You can't run a program on your phone and change the configuration of the equalizer and all that kind of stuff. That's way advanced for the market that's looking for this. This is geared to my peers out there who are non-technical and want something really simple to find out if amplifying your hearing is for you or not. Of investing under $200 to get a really decent system that you can work with. And I'll tell you about the comparison here in a little bit, but if you decide later, yeah, this is good stuff, and you want to upgrade to something that's much more expensive, you haven't put a huge investment in it right off the bat. but you've gotten true hearing aids, right? That are now approved that you can buy over the counter. The last thing is accessories in here. There we go. Okay. In here we've got a lot of fun stuff. We got to cover all of this. They do give you a charger connector. You know, that's your regular phone charger type of device. And the charging wire that you connect with, which has what's called a USB-C on one end. That's the kind you plug in your phone typically. And it's got the regular USB that you would plug into this charger, or your regular phone charger, or even a port on your computer if you need to. And this connects to the case, and you simply charge the case. The buds themselves, you don't ever have to plug them in and charge them. You don't have to take them apart and change batteries. All you do is lift it out of the case. And guess what? They've even thought this through all the way. You got these programs set, right? Let's say you're on program 2 at listening level 3. Well, it'll remember all of that. When you take them out, it gives you 8 seconds to put it in your ear, position it, and let go, and then it wakes up. And it doesn't change any of the programming that you already set. When you peel it out and put it away, it just goes back in, turns itself off, and starts charging. You can't get much simpler than that. So we got the wire, the charger, the case, and the buds. And the last thing are these tips. Now, it's really important to go through and talk about the tips. I'm going to save that for later, and how you would work with these to make sure that you have just what you need for each ear, and they could be different. Now, let's take a quick look at the specs. Product details, there's the size. It's using a lithium polymer battery, holds its charge for a nice long time. Poco M401 just came out in April 2024. These are the criteria I was looking for to try to find something that would really fit the niche of somebody who needs this help but isn't really technical. They are true hearing aids, first of all. It's professional OTC hearing aids instead of just a sound amplifier. Now, before you could get OTC hearing aids, you could pick up something called a sound amplifier, probably from eBay or some of them on Amazon, I believe. They were really lame. They literally were just a sound amplifier. They didn't contour the sound to boost more of the high frequencies and the human voice frequencies, which is what you really need. It boosted everything. So it was just sort of like having a volume control on your current ears and cranking up the volume, but not discriminating the stuff you wanted to hear from the noise. And it was marketed as just a plain sound amplifier. They really didn't work well. They frustrated a lot of people, including me. That's why I'm so glad to see that now the category of over-the-counter hearing aids that have some control of sound contouring is available with all these different digital processing chip technology and different programs that are built into them. So you got 4-channel digital processing chip and can boost up to 35 dB sound gain, which is higher than most other hearing aids for seniors. And I can attest to that. When you go through the volumes settings and you get up to level 5 and 6, it's really loud what you're hearing. So if you're in a soft environment like a library and you put it on number 6, you can probably hear the people whispering in the desk next to you. It's very sensitive. The hearing assist device can amplify sound more naturally, filter out background noise, and accurately enhance human voice, helping you to better focus on the conversation and you immerse yourself in a clear and enjoyable hearing environment. That's the key, and the intent of hearing aids is to help you discern voices in conversation clearly. What? Yeah. It helps you hear better what people are saying. What? Dad? It helps you hear me better. Oh, yeah, I'll turn it up. Easy to operate. It made these things incredibly user-friendly. And again, there's 4 modes: normal, restaurant, traffic, and outdoor. There they are. And 6 volume options within each of those. And it's just a matter of touching the button. Okay, invisible and comfortable. Reference to Human Engineering Design, the hearing aid for adults are sleek, small, and virtually invisible. providing a burden-free experience for long-time using. The lightweight and portable hearing aid case is convenient to carry anywhere, and as a gift, it's the best choice for the elderly and hearing impaired. It is really easy and comfortable to put these in. They don't tend to fall out or feel like they'll fall out, especially if you put them in carefully and get them seated in there nice. And that's why the choice of these tips is so important. You notice when you buy the high-end hearing regular earbuds, they often will come with different things too, so that you can get them to contour and fit your ear best. But the lower end ones, you just get what you get and that's it. This is definitely a high-end package for a fairly low-end price in the hearing aid arena. Fast charging, you can get 19 hours of use. That's a full day. And 50 to 60 hours available through the case. So if you're gone for a long time, just bring the case with you, bring these with you, and pop them back in and charge it up. And you don't even have to charge this every day, for example. The rechargeable hearing aids with noise canceling are only suited for seniors and adults of mild to moderate hearing loss. That's important to note. It's not suitable for individuals with severe to profound. So what are those categories? It's hard to tell unless you're like a medical professional, but my experience has been mild is I'm having to ask repeat occasionally what somebody said, or I'm hearing and trying to fit what they were saying into conversation and figure it out on my own because I'm too embarrassed to ask. Moderate, I've gotten over the embarrassment, and pretty much all the time it's what? Huh? What? Beyond that, when you're getting to severe and profound, I think you know it because you really can't clearly hear what people are saying, and they have to look you in the face directly. And if you're not working with hearing support and you're at the severe to profound hearing loss level, please take some time to enhance your life and get yourself back so that you can communicate clearly with folks. This is in that entry-level range. The volume levels 1, 2, and 3 really work well with the mild, 4, 5, and 6 for moderate, so it'll bridge that gap for you. All right, let's go into these guys. Now, this is another subtle thing, but I think it's really cool that they've included 2 completely different designs of ear cups on here in 3 different sizes. So they're covering not only whether your ear has a large, medium, or small opening, but literally how your ear canal and that whole process inside your ear works. Check this out. This is the large size 2-piece or 2-segment adapter, and it'll just snap on. I'll show you that in a minute on the actual device itself. But you see that contour where it's going to go in your ear, and this is going to kind of cup into there and hold, and the rest of your ear might be hanging out here a little bit or go even deeper in. It's got this tapered kind of a design. It's not focusing for me. There we go. Okay. The other, about the same size, but the different design for that is just a complete dome. It's round like that, and you just shove it in, and it just tries to contour to fit your ear canal. The intent is to seal everything around so that the sound is only coming through the hole in the end into your ear and not from the outside. A big way of telling if it's working or not is whether you hear a little bit of feedback from time to time, especially at the higher volume levels. Because if you do, it means that the sound coming out of here into your ear is somehow escaping back to the microphone in the device itself, and that will give feedback. It's got some feedback canceling circuitry in there, but it's not like 100%. So this is a great way of figuring out which works for you. One, when you put it in with the particular tip that you use, is it secure? Does it feel comfortable? Does it feel like it's going to fall out? And 2, when you crank up the volume, do you get any kind of feedback or not? I've got the medium standard round ones in mine now. This one I need to play with some of the other designs. It's my right ear. I'm getting a little bit of feedback from time to time. So what I do is I just pull it and pop it off. It just comes right off of the end like that. See, this just pushes right into the hole there. And I could go to, well, I can try this size. It's the same size, but it's the different design. You hit it there, you push it and wiggle it until that gets on there solid, right? And it does say right or left on them. And then I'll put this in and try it. It goes in with the hearing round part up, and you just wiggle it to get it to fit. I only show my hands and stuff. I don't like do videos showing my ear or anything, so take my word for it. Just play with it. There's other videos you can look on how to insert and take out hearing aids, or just your regular earbuds for music and whatnot. It's really small, really thin and compact, and very, very easy to work with. And again, once you stick it in your ear, you just have this one big button. As long as you can get to it, touch it once to change the volume, touch and hold for a couple of seconds to change the program, run through all of the programs, all of the volumes, test it out, and determine what is kind of going to work best for you. And they're each independent. One doesn't depend on the other. You can use one and not the other if you want to. You can change the volume on one side different than the other. I can't even do that on this set here. This is crazy. These fancy Costco ones are paired together, and when I touch the button on it, which is an up-down button here that I have to touch behind my ear to change the volume, I touch it on one, it changes it on both of them. Down 6 levels and up 6 levels, or something like that. So to change them separately, I don't know. You got to go into the programming on the phone app to do it. It's just crazy. Just great technology, but unless you're like really a wizard with this stuff, it's not really going to work for just basic hearing issues. So that's really why I'm recommending you give these a try. Make sure they're going to work for you. It's an inexpensive price compared to going through the full doctor prescribed medical versions of these, the over-the-counter hearing aids from CheckMe. $250 off coupon plus another $25 off. We showed you that earlier just to prove it. There's in the cart actual checkout information. You use these 2 codes. If this one's expired, you'll still be able to use that one. Mr. Tick's codes are always good at anything you'd want to buy from the CheckMe site. If you want to drop over to Amazon, pick them up over there. At the time I'm producing this, they are available with a coupon discount. And again, that changes over time. Prime Days, Black Friday, all those times are good to look for discounts through Amazon and or directly from their website. That's it for today, guys. Wanted to take just this opportunity. We won't be delving deep into these in the future, but they are wearable, and that's the main thing. We cover watches, rings, and other wearables, and the ears with electronics in them to help save hearing and extend it is great, great news. We'll see you again soon. Thank you guys for watching.